break his down. Break his ankle.
Is that pretty or what?
I mean, that's just an unbelievable move.
That great crossover, and that's a beautiful spin move.
He is so smooth on the basketball court. He kind of glides.
The best angle breaker?
I say Jason Kidd because he's going full speed ahead when he's doing it, and there's no way you can defend it.
A gorgeous shot by Jason Kidd.
Definitely Steve Francis. He used so much body to it, it's like, and he gets everybody with it.
Dazzling offensive move.
The refs usually call carry, but they're just jealous they can't do it.
Stephon Marbury. I'm Stephon Marbury. I'm gonna show you the crossover dribble.
Marbury on a crossover. Raw lightning.
Once you get crossed, it's over.
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson.
Iverson has Jordan. The crowd is into it. Allen shakes free. Gets two! He breaks his ankles, and he got it!
These guys out there can do some spectacular things.
Oh, man, he broke some ankles on that play. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, that was nasty.
I think he dropped something there.
Leads on the isolation. Wow.
Drops it home.
Just breaking the defender down, coming through the lane, throwing it off the glass.
Brady driving, scoops it in.
Oh, that was so nice.
I think I'll bring out just more of my playground game.
That's not a fundamental basketball move. That's straight playground. Street ball, baby.
That was an old schoolyard play there.
My favorite move is my spin move, which is called the Black Tornado.
O'Neal into the lane. Slammer. Oh, baby. Save the women and children on that one.
Because when I spin through the lane, whoever's in the way, get tossed up.
Jack spins. Oh, the extra move. He dunked it.
His moves in the post are so polished. On the crossover.
Oh, that's too good. Behind his back.
I think that's what the fans came to see.
Down the middle. Still going. Oh! Highlight film.
The pop. Oh, he broke some ankles there.
What's up? I'm Stephon, a.k.a. Starberry. Welcome to Ankle Breakers Street Series Volume 1. We're on the journey going to someplace far, far and beyond. We at Rucker Park. We're gonna show you a little bit about ankle breakers. Everybody knows what ankle breakers is. Ankle breakers is getting crossed up. Some people hold their ankles, some people fall.
Crossover.
Today, you're gonna see so many different moves, so many breakdowns, so many stop and goes. It's gonna be crazy.
I do not believe the back.
Marbury, one-on-one, takes it himself, high off the glass, and he nails it.
I've done some breaking ankles myself, a lot of it. On the basketball court in Coney Island, on the basketball court in Minnesota, on the basketball court in New Jersey, and now in Phoenix, breaking ankles. Breaking ankles is definitely something that I love to do.
Marbury on the crossover, flip it inside.
How do I know so much about this guy? Because it's me, Stephon Marbury. I was around 8 years old. That's when people start taking notice of me. You know, whereas you have regular 8-year-olds that just want to run around, you know, and play tag. I grew up around pressure. I grew up playing in pressure. You know, it was always a part of my life.
Marbury, midcourt, launching, it's there! Oh! Send it home! You cannot believe what we just saw! From midcourt, a jumper! That's range! That's sweet!
That's where it started at, right here. This is where it all began.
Stephon Marbury! A mesmerizing shot!
This is my show. You could be a part of it. You pull up the curtains after I finish.
Crosses over, Marbury hops inside! The Marbury man putting on a show!
My goodness. My goodness.
Marbury fakes out Williams for the bucket! Oh, look at this. Comes up with a steal, fires it up. Go home. Got it! A little bit of an all-star play there, huh? There are times where a man is not human.
This is where learned my game right here in Coney Island. This is how I got to where I'm at right now.
It's been 20 years. 20 long years. You ready for this day? And it's here. It's here now. Time to go to work. It's game time.
Which way did he go, Doc? Which way did he go?
No. 54 counter, 54 counter.
Did you see the fake by Stephon?
How quick was that move by Stephon Marbury?
Stephon's two greatest strengths. One, he's very, very competitive. And also, he has the unbelievable amount of confidence, his ability to take over games.
Oh, baby! That's why you have players like Stephon Marbury on your team.
About to turn it up.
2.5 to play.
Dog, I was up there, dog. Man, that.
He told me when he was in the 8th grade, he used to always say, I am going to the NBA. He said, I'm going to go to the NBA.
All-star guard from the New Jersey Nets, Stephon Marbury.
Though he's now a star, Stephon never forgets his roots, often playing in street ball tournaments in New York.
When playing in the playgrounds, you play against guys who don't care who you are, what camp you've been to, All-American, and that's real.
This year I wanted to get some tricks. I'm stealing some tricks from some of the guys to bring it back to the NBA.
Stephon Marbury, as good as it gets.
That's a backyard playground play.
Great drive by Marbury.
Boy, what a great use of the bounce.
That's the mindset you gotta have. Like when you step on the court, you gotta know that he already know if I get hot, he in for a long night.
Get out. We are watching an all-star.
Oh, he's a great point guard. You never know what he's going to do. You can't underestimate him.
You gotta be kidding me. What was that? The elevation by Marbury. That's from another planet, though.
He's talented, man. It's just so explosive and strong. He can get anywhere he wants to on the court. He can put it in a whole lot of different ways.
They're saying to players that they know every night when they come to play, anything is liable to happen to your ankles. Anything.
He didn't break ankle. He just took you out right to the ground.
He almost blew out an ACL right there.
Yeah, kind of fell over. That was funny. I was very excited.
They don't have that kind of crossover in Shanghai. It would just be my guess. The Suns bench still is broken up.
He has a gift. Everybody knows that Stephon has a gift. It's really a gift to be able to handle that ball.
This is what I wanted. This is my dream. You reach for the stars, anything can happen.
Marbury has it. Here's Marbury on the drive. Man, can you believe it?
Marbury gets it done and wins the game. Unbelievable.
All right, now we're going to get down to the players. And everyone know this player, probably the quickest player in the NBA. When you talk about breaking ankles, you got to be talking about the answer. Allen Iverson, Philadelphia 76ers, one of the best crossovers ever in the NBA.
Iverson for 2.
You watch Allen Iverson play on the basketball court, you know a crossover is bound to happen.
My goodness! I don't believe what I just saw.
My best move ever with Allen Iverson has to be Michael Jordan. When he had him at the top of the key.
Iverson has Jordan. The crowd is into it. Allen shakes free. Gets 2!
I mean, I'm sorry, Mike, but you're the greatest player in the world, and you got caught by AI. Check out the answer.
I don't want to be Michael Jordan. I don't want to be Magic. I don't want to be Bird or Isaiah. I don't want to be any of those guys. When my career is over, I'm going to look in the mirror and say I did it my way.
And that's just the way Allen Iverson has done it, ever since he arrived in the NBA in 1996.
It's time to get down.
Trying to guard this guy is like trying to hold water in the palm of your hand.
Let's see what Anthony does. Forget about it. Iverson for 2. Iverson crosses over against Brown, gets 2, and they ooh and ah here. Brown, hello, goodbye, see you tomorrow. What a crossover by Allen Iverson.
Fisher still looking for him.
The playground, that's where I got my game from. And I feel like, you know, my playground style it would be noticed, but it wouldn't be talked about in a bad way if I got all the fundamentals down too.
What a play by Allen Iverson.
His crossover has crossed up many ankles.
I can look at a defender's feet and see that he's not squared up and he's leaning more to one side than the other. Just go.
Allen Iverson has done a great job of taking the crossover move and putting it in a different class. What I do is give him a whole lot of room and say, beat me with the jumper. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm a grown man with 4 kids, and they're watching.
And Allen has never been shy about unleashing his moves on the NBA's greatest players, even Michael Jordan.
A lot of guys, when you see guys that you kind of looked up to, they kind of shy away from the challenge, and I just took it on.
Iverson has Jordan. The crowd is into it.
I gave him a little cross to see would he bite on it. I let him set his feet, and then I stepped it back again.
Allen shakes straight, gets 2. Mike said no. Allen said yes. The bucket, the crowd loves it.
I wanted the opportunity to play against the top guys and to go after them.
Imagine some of Michael Jordan's best moves. Now, speed it up a little. Put that 45 on a 33 RPM. Boom. I mean, that's Allen Iverson.
Iverson accelerates, putting the speed on.
He doesn't move like anything we know. It's quicker.
He's probably just playing at a different speed than everybody else. He's a freak of nature.
Look at the speed. Iverson with a sensational move.
Iverson, lightning quick on the crossover.
Lingerie, lingering on that one.
What a play! I do not believe the back. Got the layup and he's fouled. Allen Iverson starting to heat up here. What a shot by Allen Iverson. Iverson determined to make it happen.
Oh my goodness! I don't believe what I just saw.
Just 6 feet tall, Allen proves that heart is more important than height. He's a fierce competitor who fearlessly attacks the basket.
No, Snow looks to drive, pulls up in the paint. Too strong. Oh, no! Wow. Iverson. Are you kidding me? That's a point guard, folks.
Allen is an assassin. He smells blood. He's going for the jugular. He will have no mercy. He will have no compassion. And he'll keep coming.
What a play by Allen Iverson as he wrapped it around the rim and twirled it home. Iverson, this is going to be something with Stockton. He's slammed for 2. You are helpless when AI has it going on. Last Iverson, yes!
The kid has come up big. Brings his crowd into a frenzy. What a shot.
I would definitely say he's helping to revolutionize the sport with his crossover moves and his individuality on the court. I mean, yes, it's still a team sport, and he plays it as a team player, but we as fans love when he does something just by himself.
Iverson takes it upon himself to carry the 76ers, and his determination never wavers.
52 points for Iverson. He is the man.
I always play with my heart. Always play that game like it's my last.
All right, next person up, Stevie Franchise. He's the guy who goes out and gets triple doubles, mad rise, the kid flies.
Francis crossover dribble, beats Pager to the hoop, jams with the right hand.
He's definitely an ankle breaker. He's down on the team for real.
Stevie to the middle, lays it up.
Phenomenal player. I mean, what can I say about him? I mean, he does everything. I mean, the guy's just all over the court, plays hard all the time, and always wants to win. They don't call him Stevie Franchise for nothing.
I never can do just one move, you know what I'm saying? Once I get my man leaning one way, I just want to, really hurt him and really try to put his ankles, out of there. So, once I
once I hit him with one move, then I'm going to try to get him again so he can be all the way out my business and, I'll have a very, very clear shot.
Incredible shot by Francis.
Steve Francis is one of the NBA's most exciting point guards, giving fans a great show while giving opponents nightmares.
Oh, Steve Francis. He had Troy Hudson turning round and round like a top. Steve Francis explodes and then hits the reverse. Run it again. Good D by Bibby. Francis wheeling, jumping and scoring. Great offensive move by Steve Francis. I mean, that's just an unbelievable move.
Stevie Francis can flat out cross you over and make you look real bad.
Francis against two defenders, he scores.
He doesn't think he can be stopped, and I don't know if he can one-on-one.
Montego Cummings comes out on Francis. 4, down to 3, down to 2. Stevie to the middle, lays it up. Next.
Now entering the court, ladies and gentlemen, the Houston. Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Bam! I feel great.
We'll let him carry the ball.
Hey, there he goes. He's done. Let him carry the ball. I'm going to beat Tim Duncan, but I'm going to dunk with him for that. He should have said that.
Eddie in the paint, back to Stevie. Stevie to the middle. Nice pass.
He's an energy guy. He has, I call it 3-speed. He can, play the fast tempo game, then he can slow it down and set his crossover. But then he also plays the stop and go game too. And I think that's just hard to defend.
But for all his individual talent, Steve is focused on using his skills selectively for the good of the team.
You can't try to cross somebody up every single play. You have to, be versatile, do a spin move or throw it around your back or something like that. So that's something I think that, will always be in my game.
And Steve Francis creates a play.
You got by the first defender, now you have to see, what your next option is. Is it the pass or is it the shoot?
He's giving Kobe some fits like this. And a good pass underneath to his pal, Mobley. What a nice pass.
Chase, go, Cat, chase.
He's one of the best ball handlers in the league, and he's one of the most exciting players in the league. So, you get excited when you see, somebody do a move that you would do on the playground, and he's doing it in front of, 30,000. So, it's definitely an art form.
Okay, here's the two-man game. Yao Ming comes out high, wipes off Kobe Bryant. Shaquille comes out on Francis. 3 seconds left. Stevie down to Yao Ming!
This guy right here, he's unbelievable. He gets traded from one team to another, brings his team to the finals twice. What more could you say? Jason Kidd, triple-double king.
Kidd does it off the dribble.
Jason Kidd is definitely the best passer in the NBA, by far. It's not even close.
Kidd with a ball fake, driving behind the back.
He has eyes behind his head. Everybody knows that. The passes that he makes, from air passes to bounce passes to overhead passes to alley-oops. He does them all. He's definitely the guy that you would want to have the rock if you need a big basket, because he's definitely going to make the right play. Jason Kidd, what can I say? Captain Kidd.
With the second pick in the 1994 NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Jason Kidd.
Kidd off the drive. Whoa, Jason! How about that one? He is special. Beats them all down the court. Jason Kidd, coast to coast. Kidd again, the crossover to the rim.
Well, the biggest thing was I wanted to dominate. Anytime I took the basketball court, I wanted to stand above everybody by far.
Here's Kidd on the run. Kidd to the rim. He took it coast to coast. An ankle breaker.
Since entering the NBA, Jason Kidd may have changed uniforms, but what's never changed are the elusive moves that have left defenders in the dust.
Kidd off the drive, all the way to the hoop.
Jason Kidd against Ellie.
Oh, they have the dancing of Kidd. Jason Kidd does the dance and enthralls the crowd.
Kidd with the change of direction. Oh, what a move by Jason Kidd.
You know what makes Jason Kidd so dangerous is he can sprint with the basketball, change direction without changing speeds. And I've never seen a point guard in this league that has that kind of ability.
Here's Kidd pushing it. Look at that. Left and right. He's fouled. Count it. And Jason Kidd has worked his magic once again. Goes with a short route to Kidd. And his pass off the glass back to Kidd for the layup. What a play.
But what Jason enjoys most is setting up his teammates. And that may be the most dazzling part of his game.
You have to love to pass. You just have to love the game of basketball to go out there and perform at a high level every night.
9 to shoot. Kidd with the ball fake. Driving behind the back. Oh, that is gorgeous. Jason Kidd, eyes in the back of his head. You just have to watch him. You have to study him.
Kidd change the direction. Move off to Lorenzo.
The thing I love and the passion is passing the ball.
Kidd played by Lucius Harris right down. Kidd backing down. A no-look behind the back bounce to Kevin Johnson. Reverse play up to it. Allen.
I like the no-look pass, and the defense is guarding you, and you're trying to shake and bake, and then you have one of your teammates on the left side, and you just look away real softly.
Kidd, no look. Oh, was that pretty? Jason Kidd masterpiece.
As I get the ball past half court, I'm already thinking about who's on the right side, who's on the left side, and who's going to be trailing me.
Kidd running with Kenyon Martin. Oh, baby.
Bring the house down, Jason.
Jason Kidd using glass like few have done before.
Sometimes my teammates will come to me and say, how did you do that, or how'd you find me?
Kidd behind the back to Van Horn. Yes.
I just sometimes smile and laugh and say to myself, wow, how did I get that ball there?
Jason Kidd, beautiful pass to Person. The basket will count and he'll go to the line. And Jason Kidd with a beautiful assist.
Kidd penetration.
Behind the back, Martin. Count it and one. And this is something that only the great ones can do.
When you're in a zone, you can just bounce the ball on the floor and it's going to go into your teammate's hand.
Jason Kidd, some pass ahead to Mashburn.
Next, 4-on-1. And Kidd puts it off the glass.
You take the attitude that, each night could be your last night, or you want to go out with a bang, and, that's the only way I know how to play.
They have seen this guy every single day. He is putting on a historical level performance.
And if you can think about winning and dream about winning, dreams come true, and that's where it all started for me as a little kid, and I still feel like a little kid, and that's what I dream about every day.
All right, next up today, everybody should know this guy because he banged the rock so hard when he come down the paint.
Boom by Tracy McGrady.
He has a killer crossover. He's 6'8", and he do a whole lot of everything. I mean, the guy rebounds, he blocks shots, he cross people, he scores, he plays defense. I mean, he does everything. His name is Tracy McGrady. He's definitely somebody special. Check him out, T-Mac.
I just worked on every aspect of my game and try to elevate my game to a whole nother level.
This guy is a little different. It really is something special.
So I knew my time was going to come, just didn't know when.
Here's McGrady, what a move!
Tracy McGrady has launched a T-Mac attack on the rest of the NBA.
Grady pops out from behind the hill screen, throws it down, and a foul.
T-Mac, this Statue of Liberty stuff.
Post-entry pass is just too soft. It's out of his wheelhouse. McGrady, what a move.
And Tracy's exploits have left NBA opponents shaking their heads in amazement.
Tracy McGrady is even more unbelievable than I thought he was.
T-Mac challenging. Oh, man. Over Robinson. Oh, behind the back. How'd you do that, T-Mac?
His talent level is just unbelievable to me.
McGrady around Jackson.
He does things that, for his size and his position he shouldn't be doing.
Got Eric Snow. Will he take the key, itching to switch, and now here it is. McGrady blows by him.
And there is Tracy McGrady.
Maybe not pound for pound, but inch by inch and inch for inch, I think he's the best all-around player in the NBA.
Tracy's talent was clear as a rookie in Toronto.
McGrady goes up off the glass and good.
But since coming to the Magic, he's blossomed into a full-fledged superstar.
Just clear out. That's clear out. Just clear out and let him go.
Whatever his team needs, McGrady is sure to provide it. And with so many different talents, it's not easy to sum up his game. So perhaps the best person to describe it is Tracy himself.
My game, silky smooth.
Here's McGrady spinning his way.
Guy that can do a lot on a basketball court. Somebody that you would love to pay to see, and you definitely won't be disappointed.
Curry pounding McGrady, sees his baseline. Beautiful wraparound, powerful move by the NBA scoring leader. No stopping athletic ability like that.
I don't care what you bring to the table. This guy is a supreme talent.
Shot clock down to 7. Nice pass. To McGrady.
Latimer gets in front of him. McGrady, the crossover left to right, and finishes with a cradle flush at the rim.
I heard some ankles pop on that one.
Oh, man.
Along with all his ability and versatility, Tracy is also a ferocious competitor who plays the game with a passion. Though you might not know it from his demeanor, because in his case, appearances are definitely deceiving.
Because I sleepy eyes, just laid back. But when I get on the court, it's a different story.
A little more pressure when you're playing at home.
Oh, McGrady just past Robinson and then slash to the rack. Are you kidding me?
Don't fall asleep. Don't blink. You might miss something that you'll never see again.
Tracy McGrady takes it back in the lane, serves it off the glass, himself for the jam.
Hey. I've been watching a lot of games. I haven't seen that one before. He's got Armstrong. He's got Garrett Chet. He takes it.
You know, if you don't have a passion and a love for a game, I don't care how much talent you have. And Tracy's as gifted as they come, but he just, plain and simple, loves the game.
Ankle breakers is not just in the U.S., it's all over the world. My man is out in Canada breaking ankles on the daily. A lot of people probably don't know this, but Steve Nash was born in South Africa. Did you know that? Yeah, he's from South Africa, but he grew up in Canada. Street baller, a lot of game. He plays soccer also. That's why his footwork is so great. A lot of people don't know that. I know that because I know Steve Nash a little bit.
The little magician has done it again.
I mean, he comes down with his wild hair. Everybody know he has wild hair. You don't know which way he's going, but he got crazy game. Crazy ankle breaker.
Down the lane, Nash hangs.
Yo, check out Steve Nash, NBA ankle breakers. It goes global.
Steve Nash. Don't blink your eyes. You'll miss some great plays in this game. Nash flips up a wide
Nash looks to accelerate the tempo all the way to the rim. The bucket. Steve Nash. Alone guarding Nash, and Steve invites him further out on the floor. See you later, mailman. Finish inside. Another circus shot. What a court magician he is.
Basketball is a game that we're supposed to play for fun.
Nash. Oh! Underneath to Butler. Give it to me. Steve Nash.
We at times make it very complicated and serious, but really it's just a game.
Nash on the run. Center step. Spins. Oh, he went all the way around the world and laid it in.
And I know that I'm more successful when I'm having fun, so I'm going to try to smile and enjoy myself out there as much as I can.
Nash crossing over, dancing down the lane. No lost the ball. Wrapped around Bryant. Oh, my goodness. Nash. Leprechaun
think that you're going to be a lot less successful when you're too serious and you want things too bad. You just let it come and play. You've done it your whole life. Just go out there and let your instincts take over and enjoy yourself.
And with Steve running the show, his Maverick teammates are enjoying themselves as well.
3-on-1 break. Nash all the way. Give the Nowitzki slam dunk, no look pass.
Off the court, he's just a fun guy to be around. You know, he likes to have fun. You know, he's got your back 100%, and he do whatever for you. And it's just great to have a friend like this. And on the court, it pretty much just have the chemistry with everyone. He likes everyone. Everyone likes him. He's the guy who really gets us running every game and gets us hyped. And he's always looking for the open guy on the court. And that's why it's so much fun to play with him and to run with him. And yeah, it's awesome.
Nowitzki steps inside the arc, shedding Wallace, gets it back from Nash. The give and go.
Nash working against Jason Kidd into the lane, and he puts it home over Mutombo.
There is Nash. Right to Whistler, skiing past. Typical defense.
I've never seen that before.
Stutter steps away from Bowen. Oh, what a move. Bowen's jockstrap is at the foul line right now.
Jump stops, gets hit. Oh, how did he do that? The little magician. Nash trying to back down Bobby Jackson. Shot clock at 14. 104 to play in the game. Great spin move by Nash with a spectacular pass. Steve Nash pulls a Houdini.
Got the Houdini one in too.
When I was younger and I used to play, I used to be really emotional on the court. Now I just try to be a little bit more even keel. I think I've matured a little bit. I'm still emotional, but at the same time, I realize it's just a game. If you always have that perspective of realizing you're really fortunate to play this game and fortunate to have another one coming in the next couple nights. It's a great feeling, so just try to go out and have fun.
Nash running, he's going to get a chance to get it off. Oh, Steve Nash at the buzzer.
Well, history is definitely something that we all look and live by. I think it's just pretty much being reincarnated. I mean, you look at Jason Williams, and you think of Pistol Pete. You look at Magic Johnson, you think of Jason Kidd. You look at Isaiah, you look at Starberry, or you look at The Answer. We've pretty much vicariously lived through them guys, like younger guys are vicariously living through us. Them guys been doing the same things that we're doing on the basketball court way before, so you can't forget about history. Now we're gonna go way back to ankle breakers from the old school.
I was a little ahead of my time in terms of the way I played the game. And I didn't work on it, I didn't practice it, but I was getting all the attention in the 50s because I was the only one doing it.
The 1950s were a decade of conformity, but Bob Cousy had a vision all his own.
He could pick out the opening man. He had eyes in the back of his head.
Watch the fancy pass off by Cousy.
He did things with the basketball that hadn't been done before.
Cousy. A beautiful pass to Russell for a dunk shot.
There were other players who were breaking the mold for guards and breaking some ankles, too. They included Bob Davies of the Rochester Royals and Dick McGuire of the New York Knicks, whose slick ball handling earned him the nickname Tricky Dick. But when it came to innovators, no one changed the game more than Cousy, who paved the way for the next generation.
If my playmaking skills were the forerunners for what came later, I would take great pride in being the forerunner in that sense.
The swinging 60s brought the swirling moves of Earl the Pearl Monroe. During an era where the slogan was, do your own thing, Earl was creating his own unique brand of basketball. He perfected it on the playgrounds and then took it to the hardwood of the NBA.
My game was basically street, and I don't think that most people weren't ready for that.
Everything he did was creative, spontaneity, right on the spur of the moment.
He would dribble with one rhythm, but his body would go another way, so he's kind of throwing guys off.
I want to give them a little shake and a move and whatnot. It was swish, 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 swish. Now I'm jerking, spinning.
Moves with the ball, even without jumping, that were
It's almost illegal.
Earl Monroe was totally James Brown. He was flamboyant, it was wild, it was reckless.
Through the 1970s, the times kept on changing as lightning-quick guards like Tiny Archibald and Calvin Murphy shaped and baked opponents with their fancy footwork while finding new ways to get to the hoop. But the master of improvisation was the man known as the Pistol, Pete Maravich, who was turning the court into his own personal stage.
Pistol was like a guy, the game was boring to him, so he had to create things to keep him interested.
Pete just has so much razzle-dazzle in his game. He was just hard to guard.
The way he handled the basketball so flippantly and so sort of carelessly really offended a lot of basketball purists.
What Pistol would do, he would take the ball and set it behind his back, catch the ball, and shoot. That was sweet.
Wow, hook shot.
He was a true entertainer, and I think he looked at entertainment more than basketball.
He used his basketball as a form of self-expression, and one of the real leaders in bringing basketball into this sort of area of artistry. It was like his form of art.
How did he see him?
Showtime was coming down on a fast break. Looking left. And throwing right.
Now here's Magic down the middle. Magic. Pass over Ram with
Magic Johnson symbolized the adventurous spirit of the 1980s. His sleight of hand baffled opponents, while his flair and showmanship were perfectly suited for Hollywood.
He loved to entertain the crowd, and so Urban's personality made that team Showtime.
Jones wanted it, the Magic wants it more. Dribble behind the back. Oh, what a play! Slam dunk!
You know, you got to get into your groove thing now. You know, you got to shake, rattle, and roll first. You know, kicking it to somebody.
He's backing in. He's down the middle. He's going to the hole. He'll shoot it back.
DB.
Magic out of the back court. Magic left side to Kareem. Slam dunk.
Oh, man.
Magic wants it. Magic got it.
Oh, it's over. It's over.
Thomas all the way. Here's Thomas.
Though he stood just 6'1", stopping Isaiah Thomas was a tall order. Using his acrobatic gyrations to elude defenders, Isaiah turned heads and ankles throughout the league.
When you can take what it is that you're doing out on the court and make a guy in the 15th row feel what you're doing, that's when you got something special.
Works there against Wingate. Clock at 7. He fakes him right, takes him left down the lane.
Ain't nothing like being in beside those four lines and doing your thing.
Back come the Pistons the other way. Isaiah down the lane. A 360.
Ain't nothing like it. Nothing.
Here's a double team right outside. What a pass by Isaiah.
You're moving and you're grooving.
Isaiah in the lane. Flying left hand scoop. He hit it off the window.
Ooh, ooh, you know.
Thomas. What a move. It feeds the heart.
Words haven't been invented yet that can describe that feeling that I had being on the court. It was great.
Isaiah. Crossover. Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
Following in Isaiah's footsteps was another Chicago native, Tim Hardaway, who ushered in the 90s with his signature move.
Tim Hardaway, the killer crossover.
It's just a little move that I do. I put it between my legs like I'm going hard left and put it right back in front of the defender, coming back right with the crossover.
Tim Hardaway with a vicious crossover.
It's effective because they think I'm going left, but I'm really coming back right.
Oh, Hardaway, killer crossover.
That's all about, having fun, making the game exciting, getting the crowd into it.
Oh, my, Tim Hardaway. Put that in your highlight reel, folks. Vintage Tim Hardaway.
Next up is Jason Williams. Everybody called this kid Pistol Pete, White Chocolate, a.k.a. That's who he was when he first came into the league. From West Virginia, went to Florida, lit it up, broke a lot of ankles in college. I used to check you out, kid. I mean, this guy has sick handles, big hands.
What a dribble move!
This kid is sick. I mean, he does so many different things on the court. Crazy passes off of his ankle breaking. What can I say about him? I mean, it's so hard to guard the kid because he has so many moves. Jason Williams is definitely the new day Pistol Pete. Check him out.
Jason Williams is a highlight waiting to happen, and it all starts with his breathtaking ball handling.
Williams, what a dribble move! Williams, crossover.
A magician with the basketball. He can do anything he wants with the basketball. He's got all the moves that a point guard needs. Crazy.
Change that guy.
He's got a great feel for the ball. He's got some insane handles. He'll try just about anything, which is honestly fun to watch. Every once in a while, complete something crazy, and you'll be like, wow.
All the great passes, they know where the trailer is.
Yes. You know, he showed that ball behind the back, and then with the other hand, popped it off his elbow.
You know he's going to do something. You just don't know what he's going to do, so your eyes are going to be glued to him.
Look at that. He's got a bag of tricks, doesn't he?
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh my! Jason Williams, we'll see you on Plays of the Week.
Great pass, Jason Williams. Oh my! Jason Williams driving off glass. Spectacular move by Jason Williams. Magic from Jason Williams.
People call him white chocolate, behind the back, between the legs, the no-look pass. People like to see that. And here's a kid that, you know, people don't expect to do those things.
Out there in the wild, the city never sleeps.
Jason Williams, 3-on-1. Jason, wrap around, off his hip, goes to the glass and scores against Detlef Schrempf. Oh my goodness. Lottie spins into the lane, double, feeds it out to Jason Williams. Jason back to Williamson, wide open. A great pass from Jason Williams, who back pedals up the floor.
Right to Jason Williams. Williams crosses over, loses Gary back into the lane. Arcs a high one out the window, up and in. What a move by Jason Williams.
Jason's flamboyant style has electrified crowds in every NBA city. But it's not only the fans who get a charge out of watching him, it's also his fellow players.
Jason Williams plays basketball. No holds barred. Very entertaining.
You're a very bad man. One bounce to person, and what a pass by Jason Williams.
I just want to go out and have fun and make the game fun, and that's why I love to play it.
He loves the game and he has energy for the game. It's contagious. And you can't get tired with a guy like that on the floor who's going a million miles an hour. He's like Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, baby! Behind the back, and they delivered. I love it here. That's a great play by the kid. Now I'm dazzled. Now you're dazzled.
The passes, you always have to be paying attention.
Jason with a hesitation drive, no look pass. Weber, power rip with the right hand.
Jason's game is unpredictable. If you on a fast break with him, you're not looking, he'll hit you in the face with the ball.
He made the pass to me, I really didn't see a ball. The ball just hit me in the ass.
Williams steals. Oh, yes! Oh, no! Look at Vladdy's hands down by his knees and conk right off the forehead.
As one of the NBA's flashiest players, he's the focus of attention. But he's not in it for the fame. For Jason, it's only about the game.
It don't matter to me. We're playing with a beach ball.
Well, y'all know today, big guys want to be little guys, and guys like me want to be big guys trying to post up. We vicariously live through the big guys.
Here's Garnett. He's shaking big, and he's got two.
Kevin Garnett probably has the best handle for a big guy in the NBA.
Garnett inside, head down, rolls it off the glass.
Shaquille O'Neal, he loves crossing people, and he loves seeing people get crossed.
I told you, within that big body is a point guard just dying to get out.
When we talk about ankle breakers, we're not just talking about the guards, we're talking about the big guys too. So now let's take a look at some of the big men doing their share of ankle breakers too.
Oh, look out.
The magician.
He's got the ballerina moves going. Here he comes. Inside. Oh, my God. What a play by Tim Duncan.
Off the pirouettes, the Baryshnikov in basketball.
Oh, you gotta be joking me. Spins and puts it in. So active for a 7-foot player.
Few big men broke more ankles than Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon.
Oh, the dream! Put a little dream shake.
Throughout his career, Hakeem shook off one defender after another with his crafty moves. But he was never more unstoppable than in the 1995 Western Conference Finals, when he used his full repertoire on David Robinson.
I tell you, Olajuwon has David Robinson just bamboozled. Robinson is saying, what must I do?
I felt bad for him, because he's just on the podium shaking his head, didn't know what to say.
I thought that most of the time I defended him pretty well. The man just played, as well as I've seen anybody play.
Team Olajuwon has been unbelievable.
Others have picked up where Hakeem left off, including Shaquille O'Neal, who brings an awesome combination of force and finesse.
Jack dribbling. Slam dunk. There's nothing like going at the big guys. Tease him, big man. Tease him.
I learned how to handle the ball. I have a couple highlights where I run, give a look away pass. You can show that if you like.
Within that big body is a point guard just dying to get out.
Shaq's got it. Dribble guy Shaq. Bounces it. Gets it back. Oh, brother. Did you see number 34, the point guard? Look at Shaq. Look at Shaq sitting on the floor. You think he's having some fun?
When you see someone 300, 315 pounds running at you full speed, that's what scares people.
I'm still Superman, I say. The powers have not worn off yet.
Duncan, what a beautiful drop step and little fake to the paint.
The little pirouette there, like looking at a dancer.
One of the most graceful of NBA big men is San Antonio's Tim Duncan. He maneuvers his way through the paint with a countless collection of inside moves.
Tim Duncan has a great spin, turnaround shot, and he's able to use his size and his agility, to really cause guys incredible problems.
Ever since he arrived in the NBA, Tim has been tormenting opponents with his all-around skills, and his game has drawn comparisons to another great low-post player from the Celtics.
I remember guarding Kevin McHale back when he was playing, and Tim is a lot more athletic than Kevin, but it's just the same type of guy.
Duncan, what a teardrop from the big guy!
His moves in the post are so polished.
How many big men have you ever seen that are able to put the ball on the floor, a dribble or two, and shoot floaters along the baseline?
How you doing? This is Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett. Take one.
Known as the big ticket, Kevin Garnett has the size of a center and the skills of a much smaller player.
KG's handle is unbelievable. He's quick and fast. Some people are just quick. Some people just face both. He really could be a point guard or shooting guard at 7'1".
Kevin has come a long way since 1995, when he was a rookie fresh out of high school, facing the NBA's best.
Kevin Garnett, all 19 years, 7 months of him.
At the time I came in was Jordan, Olajuwon, Ewing, Pippen. I was trying to be successful because they said I wouldn't be here. That's pressure.
Oh, the big ticket!
My most memorable moments in the NBA.
Oh, my! Daddy, see, I hear you, young fella!
I know I did some things, but I can't,
Kevin Garnett rocks the rim and towers above everybody.
That's when I had ups.
You're talking about rocking the house. KG just rocked the house.
When you're young, you just want to, you like the rascally rabbit. You just go on. I'm more like Elmer Fudd now. I like to tiptoe. I'm tiptoeing.
Okay, I see the rabbit prints, I'm tiptoeing, okay, I'm easing up to the hole. For me, that was very important to slow down.
Garnett showing his patience. Swift fights on the move, and KG finger roll.
Is there another level to which Kevin Garnett can climb?
Baby! Oh, facial about the big ticket. I'm still KG though. Still got, the kid in me. Whether you call me the kid or the man, just make sure you call it.
Yo, so today you've seen old school and you've seen new school ankle breakers. Don't forget to guard your ankles and definitely tape up when you play. Peace, I'm out. I'm about to go catch a game. Chill. When I come down on the basketball court, the ball is like a yo-yo. If anybody knows how to play with a yo-yo, you always got control of it. You make the yo-yo do what you wanted to do. So when I'm bringing the ball down the court, I'm pretty much in control of what I'm going to do. The defender doesn't know what I'm going to do, so he's pretty much at my mercy. That's how it goes. For all y'all that don't know what street ball basketball is anything goes, everything goes. It's just like the real game, but, it's just a lot more tricks. And it's just about trying to cross people up, breaking people's ankles. You know what I'm saying? When you come down on the court, you just want to be on some flashy. But, most of the time, it's just really trying to embarrass your opponent. In the street, that's what it goes down all the time. All the time, and every time I come down the court, I'm trying to break somebody up. There's never a time that I'm not trying to do that. I'm always trying to break ankles, because breaking ankles is my thing. The playground is the school of ankle breakers. If you can come out here, you gotta be able to give or receive. You gotta be able to take getting crossed up so you can go out and cross somebody else up. Because, class is in session when you're on the basketball court. Anything is liable to happen. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody gets crossed. I think when I put on moves on the basketball court, I sometimes see myself as like Isaiah Thomas. That's the guy who I pretty much could say that my game is suitable to. Whenever I did something as far as throwing it through my legs and then going to the basket, I always look at that superstar tape, on Isaiah Thomas. Because I used to watch it so much and try to steal all his moves. But, whenever I play, I'm always out there playing like someone else. And that's just because that's how it is. That's what Isaiah did, and that's what I'm doing.
Lange trying to shake Danny Ferry. Ferry jumps out on him. Marbury's going to go inside. Running one-hander. He got it. He'll go to the line. And what a remarkable shot by Stephon Marbury.